Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to episode number 183 here on season number 2. And today we are getting into my M1 Finance recap, August edition. These videos are meant for educational purposes only and not meant to be taken as financial advice. You are responsible for your assets and to properly protect them. So always, please, do your own research. My M1 account is by far the most risky account that I manage. This account, like I was said in my last M1 Finance recap, is only 1% exposed into bonds. And then also in this M1 account, I do not own any ETFs. It is solely an equities-based, solely stock-based portfolio, which, I mean, personally, it seems like it's a little bit against my character because I am like so hardcore preaching ETFs on like every single other portfolio that this one kind of just doesn't really make sense. However, I really wanted to try this out to see if it was possible to get better returns as far as holding single stocks versus just going the ETF route. What might be safer? What might get me more returns? Like, I don't know. I just really wanted to try this out. So this is, I guess, more or less the try it out and see how it works kind of account. On this account, things do move really fast. And when we look at the screen, you'll start to see how fast things actually move. But this month, things did go in the right direction, or I guess last month now, things did go in the right direction, which was pretty nice because I guess last month in July, I was really questioning my strategy and whether it was good, whether it would be good moving into the future, whether I should stick with it, or if I should go ahead and just scrap it and change it up right now. I'm kind of glad that I did stick with it because this month I did actually capture some pretty solid growth, and we'll get in that here in just a second. So at the close of July, my account was $953.19, and as it sits right now, it's $1,018.22. It's going to be a little bit different when I share my screen because right now we're recording on the 7th of September, so it's about a whole week's worth of stock market activity. And I reported these numbers on the 31st. My gross gains on the account this month was $65.03, which is up from last month. Last month I had a gross loss of negative $9.33. But if you also take into consideration the two $10 deposits that I make bi-weekly, I have a net gain of $45.03 or 4.42% in net growth. Last month was really bad compared, obviously, to this month. I had a negative $29.33 or a negative 3.08%. So that was just terrible. Like, we should just forget that and not even worry about that, right? My trash pie, which is I guess I'm kind of saving for another video, but I will be adding two stocks to that trash pie. They will be T-Mobile and Bayuzan. Both of those dropped out of that 90% analyst rating down, I believe, like to 85%, and one dropped down to 74. So those will get tossed in the trash pie. I'm still kind of figuring out how I'm going to go about making that happen because the way that I had envisioned that happening is not the way that it will work on M1, and so I'm still going to try to make that happen. I don't specifically know if I will be able to, and if I am, it'll be kind of a roundabout way to make that happen. And also this month, I don't think I'll be adding any stocks to my M1 stock pie or my M1 REIT pie. So those will basically be standard. I'll just adjust percentages accordingly and then let it run the rest of the month by making those regular deposits. But anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at the actual account. So if you look on the screen here, this is my basic portfolio. Right now you can see that my value is $977 with a negative $25.56 gain and a negative return of 2.59%. So that's not good. That's not something that I like to see, especially starting out this week, but it is what it is, right? As far as my 1 year goes, it's not going to change. My 1 quarter is not going to change. My 1 month might change a little bit, down 1.1% or 1.01% with a negative $9.85. And then 1 week down almost $40 or 4.04%. So it's been just a terrible week for me. And then my 1 day, obviously, I think it was positive about 7 cents or something like that. Stocks concerned, I haven't updated anything yet, but Bayuzan and T-Mobile will be dropped from my account from this specific pie here and be moved into a trash pie here shortly. We'll go back my REITs. This is how they've been performing. Not doing so well. We'll go to just all today. And then one's up 8.12% and then one's up 1.87%. The other one's down about 6.83%. So those percentages will get adjusted, but those are pretty much the only three that will be there moving into next month. And then my total bond market is basically right there. And that's going to sit at 1% until next year, where I'll bump it up probably either to 2% or 3%. And we'll see what that is. We'll go to activity, and my activities, obviously there was a dividend and then also a investment of $10, and I made 2 purchases. I bought Google. Google is sitting right now at I think less than maybe 2% of my overall portfolio. So that's pretty much where a lot of my money will go when I continue to make those regular deposits. It will just be put into Google. And then also when I made my regular deposit on the 24th, I made 2 purchases as well, which those went into Google also. So as you can tell, we can just go ahead and back up real quickly and go into my stock pie. As you can see, Google is only about 1.1% and 1.1%, and it's supposed to be at 18 and 16. So that's where a majority of my money will go, because Amazon obviously needs to come down to about 28%. Alibaba needs to drop about another 6% or 5%, and so on and so forth. So the other stocks are pretty much overexposed, where Google I'm underexposed. But that's pretty much it. In regards to my M1 pie, there's not really too much to it. Just I got to go in and adjust percentages and leave it where it is for the month, and then also figure out how I'm going to be adjusting my M1 trash pie moving forward, and figure out how I can move those trash pie stocks into the trash pie without maybe doing a sell or selling those and then repurchasing them in that trash pie without having an entire pie rebalance, basically. Anyways, we will go ahead and leave right there. Let's jump to the question of the day real quickly, which is, what is the most irritating food? For me, I think literally probably fried food. Honestly, if I had to put one kind of irritating food, it would be wings. I don't really care for chicken wings, and specifically it's because it makes my fingers really dirty, and so I feel like I use a lot of napkins. I just don't like my fingers getting dirty when I eat food. It's like eating hot Cheetos, where hot Cheetos leave that red residue on your fingers. I can't stand just my fingers being dirty, because then you're either licking it with your finger or having to rub it off on a napkin. I don't know, it just kind of grosses me out, and it's not something that I really like to do. So that's kind of why that kind of food is just irritating. I just don't like food that you have to eat with your hands, except for pizza. Pizza's all right, I guess, which we had tonight. What I said is I had pizza tonight. I don't know. Anyways, like I always say, if you got a question regarding Stash, Acorns, Robinhood, M1 Finance, as well as general investing, business, Etsy, coaching, please post those questions down below. Don't forget to subscribe right up here. Check out these 2 videos right here and the link. And as always, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it.